I'm presenting my C-Day project entitled Privacy for MPEG-DASH based video streaming. So, a lot of big words in my introduction. It's a pretty simple explanation for the project. Basically, there is an attack that was published a couple years ago in a research paper where an adversary could sit on the same network as a user who was watching YouTube videos, and the adversary would be able to look at the size of the data being sent from the server like YouTube to the client, and then using this data they could put it into a machine learning model that would then classify it as either a certain type of video or not a certain type of video. So in summary, it allowed an adversary to see what exactly somebody was streaming on YouTube. So this is obviously a big concern, especially with privacy concerns today. So my scheme is a defense that is implemented to stop this attack. And so how my scheme works is basically I take data from about 40 videos, and this data is just the bit rate, which is the number of bits sent from server to client over time. So it's just the size of the data that's being sent back and forth. And I take these videos and I put them into a k-means clustering algorithm, and then the k-means clustering algorithm will output the average of each cluster as the cluster centroid. So basically it's taking a group of videos and it's averaging them, and I get the average. And so what I do with this average is I take it and I put it as the new request pattern. So basically, instead of the adversary sending the predetermined amount of bits from server to client that the adversary could identify, we change that pattern. So now there's a new pattern and the adversary can't identify it. And you can see here under the materials and methods section, this is a picture of the graph of bit rate. So this is what it will look like when somebody streams a video. This is a 20-minute long video, and this is the number of bytes being sent over. And so if you stream this video, one specific video, it will always look the same. And so the adversary can always use this to identify the video. But what my scheme does, if you look in the top of the results section, this is what my scheme does, and it changes the pattern, but it does it in an optimal way so that video doesn't lag while you're watching. And so yeah, that is a broad overview of my project.